she's not just being polite. When a woman over 60 asks, "What do you do on weekends?" she might be choosing you. At this age, women don't rush in. They've been through enough to protect their pride. Even if they like you, they'll speak in ways that feel casual, just to see if you care enough to notice. I'm Vernon. Let's talk about 3 quiet questions older men often ignore and how missing them could mean missing out on love. Before we dive in, hit like and subscribe if you're done missing out on amazing women just because you didn't catch the signals. Now, we'll start with the first question, one that sounds completely ordinary but quietly carries an invitation most men over 60 never notice.
1. Do you live alone? 3 months ago, I was at a neighborhood barbecue when Isabella, a woman I'd chatted with a few times, found herself next to me by the dessert table. We'd talked about books, travel, the usual safe topics. Then she asked casually, while reaching for a piece of pie, "Do you live alone, Vernon?" My response was purely factual. Yes, 3 years now. Got a nice place, very quiet. Then I asked if she'd tried the apple pie. Only later did it hit me. She wasn't asking about my housing situation. She was asking about my availability, my lifestyle, whether there was space in my world for someone else. When a woman asks if you live alone, she's doing something far more sophisticated than making conversation. She's conducting emotional reconnaissance. She's wondering, does he have room for partnership? Is he isolated or content? Would my presence be welcomed or feel like an intrusion? Think about the layers hidden in those 4 simple words. She's not just asking about your physical living space. She's asking about your emotional availability. She's wondering if you're the kind of man who's become set in his ways, resistant to change, or if you're someone who might welcome companionship back into your daily routine. There's also a practical element here that we often miss. Women our age are thinking about compatibility in ways that younger people don't have to consider. She's wondering about your independence level, your self-sufficiency, whether you need someone to take care of you, or if you're looking for an equal partnership. According to relationship researcher Dr. Helen Fisher, women over 50 evaluate potential partners through what she calls lifestyle compatibility scanning. They've learned that emotional safety and daily rhythm compatibility matter more than grand romantic gestures. This question is actually her way of asking, is there space for me in your life? The older male doctor's voice was warm, clear, and calm, with a deep timbre and a deliberately slow, thoughtful pace. The brilliant thing about this question is its safety. If you're not interested, you can answer practically and move on. If you are interested, you can read between the lines and respond with warmth. I do, and sometimes I miss having someone to share morning coffee with. But here's what Isabella was really doing. She was imagining herself in my space. She was wondering if there was room for her coffee mug in my kitchen cabinet, if my couch had space for 2 people to watch the evening news together, if my bathroom counter could accommodate her skincare routine alongside my simple soap and razor. She was picturing herself answering my phone, watering plants I might forget, being there when I came home from errands with stories to share. She was wondering if I was the kind of man who'd appreciate coming home to the smell of dinner cooking, or if I'd see that as an intrusion into my carefully ordered bachelor life. When women our age ask this question, they're also assessing our readiness for the practical realities of partnership. They're wondering, would he be comfortable with my belongings gradually finding their way into his space? Would he welcome the gentle chaos that comes with shared living, the extra shoes by the door, the different television preferences, the negotiations over thermostat settings? A woman doesn't ask if there's space in your house. She asks if there's space in your life. As the poet David Whyte once wrote, the ultimate touchstone of friendship is not improvement, neither of the other nor of the self. The ultimate touchstone is witness, seeing each other fully and still choosing to stay. She's not just asking about your living situation. She's imagining herself in your kitchen, wondering if there's room for 2 coffee cups on your counter, 2 sets of keys by the door, 2 lives intertwining in the beautiful, messy way that real relationships require. Have you ever missed a signal like this? Drop number 1 if you've been asked this question and didn't realize what she was really asking. Share your story in the comments. I read every single one. Now, if you thought "do you live alone" was subtle, wait until you hear the next question. It sounds like small talk, but it's actually one of the most intimate invitations a woman can offer without saying the words directly. 2. What do you usually cook for yourself? This question sounds completely innocent, doesn't it? Just friendly curiosity about your culinary habits. But gentlemen, this is actually one of the most romantic questions a woman can ask. Think about it. Cooking is intimate. It's daily. It's nurturing. When she asks what you cook for yourself, she's really asking about your relationship with self-care, your daily rhythms, and whether you'd welcome someone who wants to share that intimate space with you. I used to answer this question with bachelor honesty. Oh, nothing fancy, lots of sandwiches, some pasta, frozen dinners when I'm feeling lazy. I thought I was being relatable, maybe even charmingly helpless. What I didn't understand was that this question is often a woman's way of offering herself an opening to care for you. She's saying, without saying it directly, "I'd love to cook for you. I'd love to share meals with you. I'd love to transform your solitary dinners into shared experiences." This isn't about her wanting to be your housekeeper. It's about her desire to nurture, to be part of your daily rhythm, to create those small moments of connection that build into something deeper. When a woman asks what you cook, she's really asking several things at once. First, she's assessing your self-sufficiency. Can you take care of yourself, or are you looking for someone to replace the caregiving you might have lost? There's a difference between a man who can manage his own meals but would enjoy sharing that responsibility and a man who's desperately seeking someone to take over his basic needs. Second, she's exploring your relationship with food itself. Food is deeply connected to memory, comfort, and love. A man who says, "I just eat whatever's quick," is telling her something different than a man who says, "I enjoy cooking, but I miss having someone to cook for." She's listening for whether you see meals as fuel or as opportunities for connection.
Third, she's offering herself a natural entry point into your life. Cooking together, sharing meals, discussing favorite recipes, these are all incredibly intimate activities that create natural opportunities for deeper connection. When she asks what you cook, she's really asking, would you welcome me into your kitchen? Would you enjoy cooking together? Would you like someone to share meals with? Psychology research shows that for women over 50, caregiving signals often serve as romantic entry points. It's how they express interest while maintaining dignity and avoiding rejection. The offer to nurture isn't just kindness, it's courtship. But there's something even deeper happening here. Women our age understand that the kitchen is often the heart of a home. It's where couples connect at the beginning and end of each day. It's where important conversations happen over morning coffee and evening wine. When she asks what you cook, she's really asking, can I imagine us in a kitchen together? Can I picture us sharing that daily ritual of preparing and enjoying food together? She's also testing your openness to change. A man who's very set in his eating habits, who dismisses the idea of trying new foods or cooking methods, might not be ready for the kind of partnership she's seeking. But a man who lights up when talking about favorite dishes, who mentions missing cooking for someone else, who shows curiosity about her own cooking, that's a man who's emotionally available for the kind of sharing that makes relationships rich. The next time someone asks what you cook, try responding with, I manage okay, but I really miss cooking for someone else. Or, I'd love to cook with someone again. You'll be amazed at how her eyes light up. Because food is never just about food. It's about connection, shared rituals, daily intimacy, and maybe setting a table for two, where conversation flows as freely as the wine. Once she knows how you nourish yourself, she wants to know why you wake up each day. That's where we're going next.
3. What are you looking for these days? There's an insight I came across almost by accident. Dr. Terry Orbuck's research found that the #1 predictor of long-term relationship success after 50 is clarity of intent. People our age don't have time for games or ambiguity. When a woman asks what you're looking for, she's not making small talk. She's opening the door to something serious. This happened to me at a bookstore cafe with Elena, someone I'd been having coffee with occasionally. Pleasant conversations, comfortable silences, nothing I'd labeled as romantic. Then one afternoon, as we prepared to leave, she asked with surprising directness, "What are you looking for these days, Vernon?" I fumbled through some generic answers about keeping busy and enjoying retirement. I completely missed what she was really asking. Are you open to love again? Are you looking for companionship? Do you want someone to share your life with? This question is both direct and vulnerable. It's a woman's way of saying, I need to know where I stand before I invest my heart any further. Women our age have often been through significant loss, divorce, widowhood, the ending of long-term relationships. They've learned that time is precious and that emotional energy shouldn't be wasted on unclear situations. When she asks what you're looking for, she's risking rejection in exchange for clarity. She's also navigating a complex emotional landscape. She might be wondering if you're truly ready for a new relationship, or if you're still processing grief from a previous one. She's assessing whether you're looking for someone to fill a void, or if you're genuinely ready to build something new with someone else.
This question also reveals her own vulnerability. By asking what you're looking for, she's implying that she's looking for something too. She's opening herself up to the possibility that you might not want the same things she wants. She's risking the disappointment of discovering that you're not emotionally available for the kind of partnership she's seeking. There's also a practical element here that younger people don't have to consider. At our age, we're thinking about companionship in the context of health changes, family responsibilities, financial considerations, and limited time. When she asks what you're looking for, she's really asking, are you looking for someone to share the rest of your life with? Are you thinking about partnership in terms of years, not decades? She's giving you permission to be real about whether you're truly available for love or if you're just passing time. She doesn't want you to say what she thinks she wants to hear. She wants your truth so she can offer hers. A simple, honest response like, I'm open to finding someone special to share life with, or I'm looking for genuine connection and companionship, can transform everything. It tells her that you're not just killing time, you're genuinely open to the possibility of love. Don't let the softness of this question fool you. It's not about flattery or flirtation. It's about clarity. She's not wondering if you enjoy her company. She's wondering if you're ready, emotionally and practically, to build something real. The beauty of this question is that it cuts through all the small talk and gets to the heart of what matters. At our age, we don't have time for games or mixed signals. When she asks what you're looking for, she's saying, I'm interested in you, and I need to know if you're interested in building something real with me. Right now, you can save this video as a reminder. Clarity is a gift you give both to yourself and to someone brave enough to ask for it.
So, what do these 3 questions really mean when you put them together? Do you live alone? What do you cook for yourself? What are you looking for these days? These aren't random questions, gentlemen. They're a woman's elegant way of saying, I see you. I'm interested. I'm wondering if there's room in your life for something beautiful to grow between us. At our age, we've learned that attraction isn't always loud or obvious. It's careful, it's thoughtful, and it asks gentle questions with bold hearts behind them. These women aren't playing games. They're offering genuine connection while protecting their dignity. You don't need to change, only to notice. You don't need to impress, only to be present enough to recognize when someone wants to be seen. As the Stoic philosopher Seneca once said, and I think this applies perfectly here, the most important things in life are often whispered, not shouted. And that's exactly what these questions are. Gentle whispers, carrying bold intentions. The next time a woman asks you one of these questions, pause. Listen for the real question underneath. Respond with honesty and warmth. Because at this age, attraction isn't loud. It's careful, it's brave, and it asks gentle questions with bold hearts. Presence and confidence matter more than trying to recapture your youth. The women asking these questions aren't looking for a younger version of you. They're looking for the wise, experienced man you've become. If this opened your eyes to signals you might have missed, share it with other men who could benefit. Like and subscribe for more insights on mature dating and emotional connection. And remember, at any age, it's never too late to recognize when someone special is trying to let you know they care. The best relationships after 60 often begin with the quietest invitations. And I'm Vernon. Thanks for watching my video.